start with Guehi from Sky Sports News, please.
How are you feeling?
Oh, great, of course. Yeah, it's still great. Great feeling, great emotions, great times.
Obviously, everybody was celebrating, having a good time, and I'm sure there's still that spirit around the training ground as all the players arrive. Is it difficult? Is it almost impossible to get them to start thinking about a Premier League match?
I don't know, to be honest, at the moment. So we cancelled Sunday's training and just train now after the press conference. And I'm really looking forward to meet all the players again. But of course, yeah, a little bit. I don't know how they will present today, and then. But of course, it's now to find the right motivation, and yes, it's again. So we will have a meeting and we will talk about it, because it's nothing you can ask somebody to do, or you can say you have to, because this is now we have to find the right commitment altogether. How we want to enter this week, and especially how we want to end this week with 2 games to play. And yeah, so we will talk about it. Then let's see how good we can deal with this.
Do you feel the players will still be hungry to keep going? Obviously, you've achieved so much already this season in Europe, but a point away from a record points haul, 2 wins, which is easier said than done. You can maybe finish in the top half of the table as well.
Oh yes, yeah. Try to find the right motivation a few weeks ago, yeah, because everybody was talking about the semi-final, about the final, and then I said to the players, okay, if we achieve a new points record, then they get 2 more days off, and they wanted it now after winning the FA Cup, and I said no, 1 point is 2 days, so they've still this motivation. So let's see, this maybe helps a little bit. It helped definitely in the last weeks, because we had very good performances always, because we were wondering how the players can deal with the situation. Really, they are excellent with this. But now, of course, it's the biggest achievement, and then a lot of tension just drops. Yeah, and then it's they are all human beings with all these emotions. It's sometimes not so easy that you can get the turnaround within 2 days. That's why I was really fighting for getting the Wolves game on Thursday and not on Tuesday. But sometimes you can shout against the wind and nobody hears it, and this happened in this case. So yeah, we have to play this game tomorrow. It's our last home game, so I think it's also something that we will have a great atmosphere at Selhurst. The fans, I think, many fans are still celebrating, and then it's also what they deserve. And then finding a great end of the season at home, and this is what we will go for. But again, I don't know at the moment how it will be tomorrow.
Because there's always a great atmosphere at Selhurst Park, but in particular, tomorrow is going to be phenomenal, I would have thought.
Oh yes, I hope so, and I'm pretty sure fans showed it again in every single home game, but also now at Wembley, and they will. It will be a great last game of the season at Selhurst, last home game, and let's see. We will try to keep everybody motivated, to keep and ensuring the best possible performance. But also, again, I experienced it as a player, as a manager, that it sometimes did not work how we wanted it to work. Like, of course, and now also this season, Barcelona, they won the title and they lost at the weekend. Monaco qualified for Champions League. Now they lost 4-0 in the last game. That's just because they're all human beings, and then it's not so easy. And you always have to perform and be mentally on 100%. And being this every day, after such an achievement is not so easy. But we will try for it, that we can get it done and win the game.
I guess Adam Wharton couldn't join in with you guys celebrating on Saturday because he was in hospital. Is that right? How is he can he be involved?
No, Adam and Mark will definitely miss tomorrow's game. Adam will also miss Liverpool's game, so he had a concussion at the end. And so Mark, let's see, maybe for Liverpool, but both players will miss tomorrow's game.
And will there be a few changes as well, apart from those tomorrow?
Again, let's see how the players present, but always number one is we want to play the best team. This will be the same tomorrow, and beside this is always what we are considering is that we don't take any risk of an injury. So, and this is what we now will see when the players come back after celebrating after a very intense game against City, and then we will find the right setup, the right lineup for tomorrow.
Just a few more, if I may. Mainly kind of centering on the fact that you are quite superstitious, and the black jumper, which I know you wore again on Saturday under your suit jacket. It must be quite smelly now.
He's already in the washing machine, so it's but his job is done. So you don't see him tomorrow. You don't see him tomorrow.
No more for the jumper.
No, jumper is now goes back into the
in the drawer.
drawer and.
Should be a museum.
Music on the wall.
Do we have a museum?
Oh, boy,
Trophy cabinet.
Yeah, because my the trousers, a blue one. You know, when at Frankfurt in the Europa League, I always made I made the diver once at Camp Nou, and then I had the grass on the trousers, and they asked me to give it to the museum with the grass, and I said yes, but and I bought exactly the same one because we had to play the same final at the final, and after the final this trousers is done and I don't wear it anymore, and the jumper's job is done as well.
So you can donate it to charity or to a museum or put it on the wall or something like that.
Yeah, I also need something, but I'm not working, so the jumper is still in use, but not in football games anymore. Now it's my leisure time jumper.
And it was a great night for Austria on Saturday as well, because they won the Eurovision Song Contest.
Yeah.
So double celebration.
Oh yes, I read about it, but honestly, I didn't hear the song. So, but must be a great song, and good weekend for Austria.
And also your pastry, which you didn't get last time, I've saved it for you.
Oh, I got one. Everybody. It was when I went into the canteen. I got a fresh one, warm. But thank you very much. I will have it afterwards.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks. Moving from.
But it's not the one from last time, huh? That's what because we were missing one. It's this one. Huh? You had it in your bag, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Now we know who took the last one. Kim.
Moving from Premier League.
A memorable win for you in the FA Cup. Do you feel that you're creating a legacy here, and what would you like that legacy to be?
Well, you can be a legacy so quickly. It's just 2 days ago we were winning it. All of a sudden you're a legacy. No, it's a great achievement, yeah, but it's still a little bit unreal, and it's also enjoying that moment, but on the other side, okay, having a game tomorrow, so we are within these feelings, and but I don't know, I don't feel as like a legacy. I don't feel that it's I'm part of an amazing group, and we achieved everything together, and so I don't think that I'm a legacy.
And for you, what makes this group of players so special?
I think we're all defined by our character. Yeah, everyone, and the players as well. Of course, the talent, and everybody of us has different talents. Yeah, and these people, they have a great talent. They can play football quite well, but we are defined not by that what we are doing. We are defined by our character, and this is what they are. They are outstanding. I mentioned it so often, and this is what they showed: the togetherness, always supporting the group, always having the team on the top. It's many egos, and everybody puts his ego into the group, into the team, and I think this is what this group is defined by the characters by the great characters of every single player.
What message might you have for the fans? How important have they been for you throughout the season?
I mentioned it so often, and it's good to repeat it again. They had a huge impact, not just in the finals. So for me now, it's where we are everybody's in a great mood, then it's easier, to be a fan. Yeah, so I think now we have many fans, but with our fans always next to us, even when we had bad times, and at the start of the season, it's not long ago, and we conceded 10 goals in 2 away games, but the fans supported us, the fans supported the team, everybody, we were always together, and this is why we now are celebrating all together, and this is a big credit to our fans.
And what lessons do you feel that you've learned this season that you could possibly take into the next?
First of all, season is not done, so that's will be the message number one, and the learning, and everything else it's nothing completely new. And I said, okay, it's always about working hard, always about keep going, and also, tough times, failure, that's part of success. So I don't know any sportsman, I don't know any life, so where it's just success. But you need all these times taking the right conclusions, and then you can be successful at the end. And I think this is always staying together, always working hard, always keep believing, always keep going, then you can be successful. As soon as you lose your belief, as soon as you lose your work ethic, as soon as you lose the togetherness, it's not possible to be successful.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Alex from BBC.
Hi, Oliver. Congratulations.
She said, look, thank you. Cheers.
For the win on Saturday. At the final whistle, after you shook hands with the Man City staff, it looked like you took a moment to take in the win. What was going through your mind once the win was confirmed?
Again, it was just, wow, yes, we did it, and couldn't believe it, so that we really were won the FA Cup, in such a great atmosphere, such a great traditional stadium, and also credit to the FA, how they celebrating this final. I played a few finals, and this is really so from the beginning, and then the pre-show before the kick-off, and also afterwards. So big credit to the FA. I think was a very, and I had many family members and friends of mine being here, and everybody enjoyed it and said, wow, it was just great being part of it. And so this is what I felt, and then just being proud of every single one, not just the players, and it's a huge staff who is working so hard, and that everybody got this reward, and this is what I was feeling after the final whistle.
Winning the FA Cup means you've qualified for Europe for the first time in the club's history. When do you start planning for that? Because I'm sure there's a lot of work to do.
I think we want to play in the squad in a different way. So it was just talking in the morning. So we'll play one less round in the Carabao Cup. Then there will be at least 8 games in the group stage. So that means we will have 7 games more until the end of January, and that means it's August, September, October, November, December, January. That means more or less 1 game more per month. So why we need big changes? So we always want to get the best possible squad, and this is what we wanted before. This is what we will what we want now as well. And it's just now getting all the things. So we've already started to plan a few weeks and months ago that we get all these things done, and but there are not big changes.
Steve Parish said after the game, at some point he'll sit down with you to speak about your future at the club and have those types of discussions. Do you have a date booked in for when those talks are going to be happening?
No, I don't know at the moment when we find even not a day, maybe an hour. It's at the moment it's not really possible. But again, I've still 1 more year contract, so we're not in a rush. And when there's the right moment, then we will find the right day. We will find the right moment. Then we will talk about it. But we're always talking about different things, and also we started to talk about my personal future. But again, and this was the truth. In the last weeks, we didn't speak about it because we had much more important things to talk about, and now there will be the right moment in many of them.
Thank you.
Okay, that's the end of the broadcast section. Thank you. We shall start with...